Greetings and salutations, greetings and salutations, greetings and salutations. Once again, good to be here. I am Fabian and this is Fabian Seh. And we're back and doing something a little different. We actually had another episode planned, but you know how life goes, life is dynamic. So I have a performing arts group called Tribe Sankofa, and we are working on our first ever virtual season. And I said, you know what? We should do a show on that. So this is episode 17, and it's going to be looking at Tribe Sankofa, our virtual season. And I have two members of Tribe with me, and I'm really, really excited. So with me today, I have Zahra Warner and Rica G. Ladies, how do you do? What I want? So we are currently on this journey. And I remember we had a tribe gathering, which I shared with the group that, I finally now know actually when Tribe Sankofa officially started, because you forget these things. So the very first official performance, and it was actually a Word Soul performance for Tribe Sankofa, was December 5th, 2012. And that one was called Word Soul, the Red Bones edition. And our special guest was Tanya Stevens. Tanya came and done the place.
That's amazing.
Mijan Webster also performed. I'm probably forgetting somebody else who got probably going next to me. But we weren't supposed to be there. We were supposed to be at Enamale at the very Moody Hall, and they double booked the room, the space, so we had to change to Red Bones last minute. But here's where my confusion came from. There was a dispensation of Word Soul before at Red Bones as well, but we weren't called Tribe Sankofa yet. It was myself, Kim McNutt, Althea Hewitt, Shanique Brown, Brian Johnson, and Hanif Lalo, and all of them ended up being in the first Tribe Sankofa. The Word Soul is actually older than Tribe Sankofa. I'm still digging to find that out. So the first was in 2012, and 8 years later, we're doing our first virtual Word Soul. And so for those listening and watching, Word Soul is our signature performance. And the thing we're known most for is spoken word and poetry. And I call us an all-inclusive company. We do spoken word poetry, we act, we dance, we sing, all kind of things. We did People Learn to Drum one season. We're going to tackle tap dancing, some of the traditional folk things coming up soon. And this dispensation is called Word Soul, the COVID-19 Now Flap We Show edition. And I'm really excited. I'm going to start with Rica, because Rica in this dispensation is the newest tribe.
Yep.
So Rica, where are you from originally?
All right, so I was born on the south side of Chicago. And people always ask this, so I'll just say it now. My whole family's Jamaican. It's not like, is there one parent or two? It's all the parents, all the relatives. So Jamaica was actually the first definition of the word home that I ever had as a child. And then I was living in Georgia for like the second half of my life from high school on out, and then moved here a year ago last week.
Happy anniversary.
Thanks.
Yes, happy home anniversary.
What made you move? What prompted the move to Jamaica?
A few things. I decided when I was about 6 that at some point I wasn't gonna leave the island. And so the biggest push was my eldest aunt, who was like she was a matriarch, like the only grandmother I kind of knew. I came down for her funeral in 2017, and it was the shortest trip I'd ever had. It was like 3 days. And during that, I had a few experiences, and I realized I'm at a point in my life now where if I'm going to do it, I need to do it. I don't have any kids. I'm not tied to any individual, and my career is still young enough to where I can move and make things happen. So I spent about 2 years planning and preparing, and made it work.
Nice. So when you say your career, what is this career of which you speak?
Ooh, that's a loaded question. All right, or that's a loaded answer rather. So I'm an educator, a lyricist, and a youth advocate. right? So all of my work involves some aspect of that. I was teaching in a classroom full time. I teach computer science education. I teach a hip hop based computer science curriculum that I put together, writing, history, things of that nature. I'm also performing arts. So I've been doing spoken word in around Atlanta, and I started actually traveling around the country doing it from about 2015. And then now I'm getting into like artist management. I do artist development from way back when. A lot of community service work, youth-oriented work, mentoring. I do innovative solutions. So people come to me when they need to figure out how to get stuff done, and I make it happen.
Plenty things.
Yeah.
Two Jamaican.
My whole life.
No hustle over here. No one thing over here. And Zahra Warner. So interestingly, Zahra's father was in my life before Zahra was. Zahra's father is the mighty Caribbean theater man, Earl Warner. And Earl is one of the directors I had the pleasure and honor of working with, who made me know I wanted to direct, who made me know I wanted to be able to move something from the page, from my head, from my heart to the stage. And then I met with Zahra years later, and phenomenal actress and performer and wonderful human being. And Zahra is also now in Tribe Sankofa, and I'm really happy. Zahra Warner, what a one.
My love, I am happy to be here. Happy to be with you all.
Nice. And you are one of a handful of trained drama therapists in Jamaica, right?
Yes, sir. At this moment, there may only be two of us. And before I came back, there were none. So I'm hoping that this is a trend, that the longer I stay here, the more there will be, either, as a result of or as a support for each other. And so I'm feeling like this is my way of interpreting my father's legacy. I think a lot about how we carry on each other's work, because that's the only way we're going to progress, right? And so it doesn't have to look like a rubber stamp of each other's things. It can be this interpretation that serves a very definitive purpose. So I'm moving a lot with intention and a lot of ambition, but more hope than ambition right now.
Nice. And how has being trained in drama therapy informed your actress side?
So the first week of grad school, if I'm not mistaken, we were given an assignment that we were going to have to present at the end of the first semester, which was looking at a character that we may or may not have played before through the lens of, I don't necessarily want to call it a patient, but someone that you may guide in drama therapy role, right? So from that moment, I began that process of looking at characters as full human beings. So even without you having to prompt me, I'm already picking up a backstory for this person. I'm already figuring out their motivations, their desires, and in the language of drama therapy, their destination, their obstacles, and their guides. So where do they want to be? What is their, right? What is their desire? How do they get there? What's in their way, whether it be internal or external, and what's going to help them get there? And so that's how I tend to approach pretty much everything I do, both as a performer.
Good. So we don't remember, when did you join Tribe Sankofa again?
It's only a year,
You've been in Tribe for more than a year now.
It's so
closer to 2.
You did an official ask of me. When did we finish the Lionel Tom project? It was last year, June.
That was right.
Right. So it was just a few months before that, because the last performance I'd had with you all before that was in January, and I was still a special guest. I was lucky enough to get to perform with you guys, I think, or maybe 3 times as a special guest. 3 as a special guest before I joined. So I think
a year. Yes.
Yeah, I think I just had my anniversary as well.
And Rika, you're brand new. Rika, you're how many months now?
I think it's about 5 months.
Wow.
Right. Because in the new set of people, she's one of the earlier ones. So
like
we have
right
2,
before COVID
and we have 2
hit.
months. Okay. So, this journey, what has it been like so far? Let's talk about that. So let's talk about Tribe as a space period, but also know Tribe preparing for a virtual season. Rika, how has that been for you so far?
It's definitely been unique. Getting into theater is something that's been on my like radar for a while now, but it just seemed very distant, you know? So for things to manifest in the way that they have, and for it to be Tribe Sankofa, I feel like, you know, just beautiful alignment. Even the fact that I was able to audition in person with you, like the Sunday or was it the Sunday of or the Sunday before lockdown hit?
Mm-hmm. You were the last face-to-face audition. It's true.
So I think that's very telling, right? It's just like, all right, this whole thing is going to be a unpredictable ride. So even with us getting prepared for the virtual season, which as much as we have, you know, been kind of communicating stuff around it, it's still rather unpredictable because we really don't know week to week what things can look like. But with that, it's been amazing to finally be around creatives in this way. I haven't performed since February at all, and I've never actually gotten any training or coaching of any sort. So to be in a space where I have access to that is dope, man.
And folks, let me tell you something. Rika is a proper established spoken word artist.
Thanks.
Rika did one of her original pieces, which she's doing in the season, and just done the plays. She must have. I was like, okay, you can go now.
Give thanks, man.
And so we're really excited to have her in the space with us, and I'm sure we're gonna learn and you're gonna teach us because that kind of, you know, spoken word as an African American craft and genre is not something we know in Jamaica. But I'm excited about the cross fertilization, about you teaching us that kind of rhythmic delivery and in terms of writing as well. Really excited. And as Zahra said, Zahra has performed with us as a guest before, and then she's now in Tribe. Zahra, what has the journey been like for you so far?
So I knew when I came back home, it will be 3 years in September or October, that I wanted to be part of a performing arts community again. I knew that I wanted that to be a central part of my identity and practice as an artist and someone engaging in mental health. So I was kind of already on the lookout and kind of peeping and preying things. And I think I was lucky enough to see you guys perform before. And it was when you invited me in for my first guest performance that I felt this energy as I walked into the space. I think I've told you this already, that I just felt these warm, beautiful, genuine, loving people, and the energy of the space was very much that. And the ethos was very much this community healing, community sharing kind of energy. And it felt like it could be holding. And that to me was very important because I decided when I was 20 that I didn't necessarily need to be a professional, this is my 9 to 5 job actress, but that I am a performer that's always going to be a part of what I do. But it has to be something which nourishes me as well. It can't be the thing that takes, right? And so when I witnessed this space and the energy of the space, it was something I was attracted to, and I felt like I could bring something to it as well. And, you know, that has been the driving force as we've continued in this, because we're in this morphing stage, or have been in this morphing stage, right? And so I've held on very much to that feeling because it's still there. It's still the core of what Tribe Sankofa is. And I feel like I'm just excited as we go into this new dispensation, both as a virtual collective and and as an operating collective, what that looks and feels like. And I'm just really excited for the role I get to play in that.
And so this journey we're on, so people, we are doing 3 shows because we're hype. And here's again how things manifest. So the idea was 3 shows, and we weren't quite sure At first it was, are we going to live stream and be in an empty theater? And then we said, okay, with signal. So we're recording all the stuff, putting them together and presenting 3 discernible shows. And the first one is going to be on the 28th. We call our tribeswomen. The 29th is the tribesmen, and on the 30th it's going to be everybody. The 28th and 29th are going to be on Zoom. So when people buy their tickets on Eventbrite or email me for account information, they'll get sent a private Zoom code an hour before the show. And then the final night, Kingston Creative has sponsored us as one of the creative takeover productions for that Sunday. And it'll be on between 11 and 2 on IG on their platforms. And then we'll upload it to our YouTube channel. So it's August 28th, August 29th, and August 30th. And it's on Eventbrite, or you can check us on our social media platforms, and we can email you account information. A lot of Jamaicans don't do PayPal, don't use Eventbrite. Ticket sales have started. We're really excited. And it's the first time we're doing anything like this. So that's really, really crucial for us. So either Zahra or Rica, is there a piece in the show you're most excited about actually viewing and seeing when we're uploaded either on Zoom or on the Kingston Creative platform on the 30th?
Yeah, so for the answer is definitely. I'm just trying to discern between which one I'm most excited about. I'm torn between Vampires and We Wear the Mask.
Yes, same.
Vampires and We Wear the Mask, both of them? Cool. Kind of, me too, because, we're remounting Vampires, because it's one of our big bad award-winning pieces that we haven't done in a long time. In fact, as you know, nobody in the current tribe has ever done Vampires. They're just learning it. And what's beautiful as well, and which is what I really want for the space and for it to continue, Brian Johnson, a former tribes member, wrote that as an assignment at UE. And so it's now in our repertoire. And so I'm excited to remount it. And We Wear the Mask is Paul Lawrence Dunbar's classic poem that we're doing our own tribified take on, that I'm also excited about that. We're really hoping you'll join us. Spread the word. It's on our social media platforms. And so it's August 20. Oh, and there's a ticket special. So it's 700 Jamaican or 7 US for one of the shows. If you're watching both the tribesmen and tribeswomen, it's 1,000 Jamaican dollars or 10 US. And then the one on Sunday is free. And that's going to be during Kingston Creative's Art Walk, virtual art walk, and they're calling it Creative Take 30th. And so spread the word, check us out, join us. We're excited, we're nervous, all that great mix, because this is a new dispensation for us. We've been having virtual meetings before. I've auditioned 5 or 6 people virtually who are now in the company. So we've been running the virtual game, but this is a different kind of elevation. So we're excited. So ladies, last word as we check out. What you want to say to the people, or say for yourself, as we wrap up this Word Soul interview? Who want to go first?
I just want to say that I look forward to having the conversation around these performances once they are out in the world. Because I definitely feel like there's going to be something there to talk about, and I'm looking forward to hearing the feedback from those who get to see it.
Nice, thank you. Zahra?
Guys, come and engage in this tribe, because tribe means something to me. Tribe is family, tribe is kin, tribe is vibes, tribe is love, and I really feel like that's what we're bringing to you. I mean, the talent in these young people is just, it's next level, right? So you want to be a part of this. You want to come in here and witness all this goodness, be a part of this goodness, because it's my tribe, and so it's lit. You know what's up. I'm very excited. I cannot wait.
Nice. I'm really pleased I've had 2 of my tribers here with me, Zahra Warner and Rica G, and you can see them during the performances. And when lifestyle keep again, and we're doing on-stage things to get to meet and talk to them, and we're on social media. My name is Fabian Thomas. I'm so honored to be the artistic director and founder of Tribe Sankofa and chief triber. And as Zahra said, the space for me is not just about what we do on stage. It's who are we when we're off stage, how we treat each other, how do we talk about, how do we maintain a sacred space that's healing where people are seen and recognized and loved, because we're all healing something. And part of our talents and gift is to help us heal. So that was the Tribe Sankofa space. That's really important for me. So we're also going to be adding to this interview our guest musical director, who is a former musical director of Tribe Sankofa, Jamal McKnight. So part of this interview is going to be Jamal. So look out for that. So August 3rd, 28th, 29th, and 30th, the information is on social media. The Eventbrite, it's public, so you can type in Tribe Sankofa or hit us up on any of our social media platforms. We're on Twitter, IG, and Facebook. Thank you very much. Big up my big time producer, Virgin Damian Levy. And you can check Damian out at Damian Michael Movies. He reviews movies and things. Peace, love, and blessings. Big up on yourself. This has been part 1 of episode 17 of Fabian Seh. Peace and love.
Bless.